A British court is delaying the extradition of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange to the U.S. Judges ruled Assange will not immediately be extradited to America on espionage charges unless the United States justice officials can guarantee that he will not get the death penalty. The High Court says the U.S. has 3 weeks to give assurances about what will happen to Assange. If that doesn't happen, he will be granted a new appeal in the U.K. Assange faces 18 counts over the 2010 WikiLeaks release of classified information about the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. CBS News foreign correspondent Imtiaz Tyab joins us now in London. Imtiaz, I cannot imagine any world in which Julian Assange would be put to death for his crimes or for his alleged crimes. What's the likelihood that the U.S. will respond in time? And what drove the courts to make that decision of asking for this one condition?
Hey, Lily, good to be with you. Well, sure. Look, this is a very complicated ruling, and let's try to break it down here. In short, the High Court here in London ruled that WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange could take his challenge against extradition to the United States on espionage to a new hearings. But as you so correctly pointed out, lawyers representing the U.S. were given 3 weeks to provide what's been described as, quote, satisfactory assurances that if Assange was indeed extradited to the U.S., that he would not face the death penalty. And further to that, they would also be able to prove that Assange could rely on the U.S.'s very expansive freedom of speech rights as part of any defense he may launch for himself if he is indeed tried in the U.S. So, as we've been saying, not extradited yet, but potentially could be if the U.S.'s lawyers are able to provide those assurances. Now, Lilia, you'll recall Assange's legal troubles have been going on for some time now. In fact, going back all the way to 2010, we know that he was also inside the Ecuadorian embassy for a number of years where he sought asylum. And it was only in 2019 when British police arrested him after he was basically lost that protection from the Ecuadorians and has been in prison ever since, navigating this very, very complex court saga, for lack of a better phrase. Still, in saying that, as you so rightly point out, there are questions about whether or not there's ever any real threat that Assange could face in terms of a death penalty. But the court here in Britain is asking for more assurances, which means that the U.S.'s lawyers here in the U.K. have 3 weeks to prove that not only will Assange not face the death penalty in the U.S., but that the defense that he's able to launch for himself will be aligned with the kind of free speech rights that American citizens have as well. Lilia.
That part seems more interesting, obscure, perhaps. I feel like it's easy for the U.S. to say both things. One, yeah, he will not be put to death for his crimes. And B, of course, his First Amendment rights will be defended. So is this actually a victory for his lawyers?
It's a partial victory.
Yeah.
Partial victory in the sense that he wasn't bundled into a plane for the U.S. And
Yeah.
as we've been saying, he still has more hearings ahead of him here in the U.K. Still, speaking outside the court, Assange's wife, Stella Assange, called the decision, quote, astounding, and said President Joe Biden's administration should drop what she called a, quote, shameful case that should never have been brought to trial. Now, American prosecutors have long argued that Assange put lives at risk when he helped U.S. Army intelligence analyst Chelsea Manning steal those diplomatic cables and military files. But as we've been saying, this legal saga only continues.
Amazing context as always. Imtiaz, thank you.